Good morning. I hope everyone is well and you had a good meditation this morning. Master Taeshan, the third head Dharma master of Won Buddhism, said, "The 5 right ways to health are right mind, right breathing, right movement, right diet, and right rest. These are the basic principles to maintain your health." A few weeks ago, I talked about the right mind and right breathing. Master Taeshan said, right mind means right spiritual life. Always use your mind in a balanced manner. One-sided and biased minds are the enemies of long life. Taking care of our mind is the first thing we should do for our health. Breathing is the basis of life. Right breathing is the source of our health. Deep and mindful breathing is very effective for your mental and physical well-being. Today, I will continue to talk about right movement and right diet. What is right movement? Right movement means moderate physical activity, physical labor, and proper exercise. You need to move your body. If you move your body properly, just as the flowing water is always clear, you will have a good circulation of blood and energy and stay healthy. Moderate physical activity and proper exercise are essential for health. But no matter how good the activity or exercise is, too much causes a problem. So you should control it well, not too much or not too little. That is appropriate to your energy. In Won Buddhism, physical labor is a practice of meditation in action. Master Sotaesan, the founding master of Won Buddhism, talked about the Dharma of the wholeness of both mind and body. He said, since in the past, those living secular lives were not considered to be practitioners of the way, the harmful custom of living idly without working prevailed among practitioners of the way, greatly harming individuals, families, societies, and nations. From now on, however, the Dharma of this new world should be a living Dharma in which cultivating the way and life itself are non-dual. Both our mind and body will become one wholeness. Physical labor as meditation in action is an important part of Won Buddhist practice. I think many of you who have attended a retreat at the Won Dharma Center have experienced this. During the retreat, you could join gardening, cleaning, cutting trees, or weeding as a part of meditation in action program. Moderate physical activity helps you strengthen your body and relax your mind as well. Since we have more time due to coronavirus, Won Dharma Center ministers have been doing cooperative physical works more often. Planting and watering trees, cutting the grass, taking care of walking trails, weeding many areas, and picking wild edible plants. reorganizing storage rooms, and so on. How about you? Do you have more time on your hands as well? I'd like to share a story about two brothers who dug up the ground in their backyard and created a swimming pool. They said this was the best time since COVID-19 began. The two brothers, 19-year-old Adam and 15-year-old Edward, live in the suburbs of London, England. Adam and Edward have been thinking about having a swimming pool in their backyard for a year. But they have postponed because they didn't have enough time to do it. But the coronavirus has completely changed the situation. They couldn't go out and the school was closed, so they couldn't control the time they spent at home. They thought it was time to build a swimming pool, so they asked their parents for permission. Their mother readily agreed, but their father, John, strongly objected. To build a swimming pool the size that his sons wanted, they would have to dig up 50 tons of soil. John didn't think the kid would be able to do this. However, the brothers constantly persuaded him, and in the end, John decided to join them. The brothers designed the swimming pool, which is around 4 yards wide, 2 yards deep, and began shoveling in earnest. From 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., they dug the ground non-stop for a week, and they were able to complete the swimming pool site in the middle of their backyard. Adam said, "I'm going to fill this spot with rainwater and turn it into a pond where I can swim. We'll plant a lot of plants around this so that the water can be purified naturally." People who read this story said, "It's great to see them overcoming a hard time by physical activity." I'm not saying that you should work from morning to night like the young brothers. In daily lives, we need to move and use our body properly. Most idle people develop more diseases than active people. Usually, they spend their leisure time using less energy, just sitting or lying down and watching TV. So their energy and blood circulation is not good enough, causing problems. With proper exercises, we attain right movement for health. Exercise is a way of communicating with your body. Through exercise, you can listen to what your body tells you. If you don't listen to your body, you could become sick. Has anyone experienced a frozen shoulder? You cannot raise your arm as you want, and it is so painful. It is difficult to wear clothing. You cannot even comb your hair. It hurts when you sleep, and in severe condition, you cannot even raise your hands to catch a taxi. One day, a patient came to me with shoulder pain, saying, "It just happened suddenly." But actually, it begins slowly for some period of time. and get worse if you don't pay attention. There must be a sign before getting worse. If you do just simple stretching every day, you can feel your arm is not well. So you can prevent or even fix the condition in its early stage. Yet that is precisely what activity does everywhere in the body. It physically changes the parts of the body being exercised. We can see this easily when we look at our voluntary muscles. If you sit around in the bed or stare all day at the TV, your muscles will not grow. People know that when they are in an accident and stuck for weeks immobilized in a cast, their muscles shrink. If the circulation of blood and energy is well, there is no pain or problem in your body. 통즉 불통 in Korean. Proper physical activities are critical for strengthening our body and helping us to relax our minds as well. Master Daesan said, diseases arise in the head. Cures originate from your feet. Perhaps many of you are familiar with this. This is on our walking trail map. Diseases arise in the head. Cures originate from the feet. Headaches that are caused by a lot of stress can be treated by walking in nature. When I was in Won Buddhist College, during summer vacation, I visited a retreat center where Master Daesan stayed for summer. After meal, he took a walk with people who came to see him. Everyone could join, so I joined every day. When he was very sick with lung diseases and the weather became cold, he couldn't get out of his room to take a walk. But he never stopped exercising. There was a plant pot in his room. He moved the plant pot from one side to the other in the room repeatedly. And also, he practiced yoga. Master Daesan said later that simple exercise and yoga helped him recover his health. I try to walk every day, about an hour. Walking is my favorite exercise, and it helps me relax. To be more mindful to keep my exercise daily, I bought a step tracker watch. This shows how many steps I walk during the day. When I reach 10,000 steps, it vibrates rapidly with images of fireworks. That makes me smile. It is the season of green everywhere. Green is a color of life. Walking in nature is like you are exercising in a green gym. It truly refreshes your energy and relaxes your mind. I hope you find a proper exercise for you to enjoy. Now, I will talk about right diet. Our body needs fuel to function. Right diet is critical for our health. Master Daesan said, right diet means taking in right nutrient through natural, whole, harmonious, and selective diet. We can simply say it a healthy diet. A healthy diet in common sense includes vegetables and fruits, whole grains, low-fat dairy products, lean protein sources, and nuts and seed. It should feature food you can find in your local grocery store and that you enjoy eating. Food provides nutrients to the body and maintains various physiological functions that promote the growth of the body. Let us reflect our eating habit. Do you eat at a regular time, in a moderate amount, evenly? The moderate amount means that you eat a little less than normal, unless you are a manual laborer. Ancient classic says, eat less, chew more. Eating a less than full stomach and chewing a lot is basic to prevent stomach problems as well as for general health. Everybody knows it, but it's not easy to actually do it. That is why among the 5 desires, the desires to eat is the first. A student asked to the master Jung Soon Na, the second head Dharma master of Won Buddhism, "Are the 5 desires something bad for humankind?" The master answered, "The 5 desires in themselves are neither good nor bad. However, desiring more than what is proper will lead to transgression and suffering. Seeking and utilizing just what is proper will lead to blessings and happiness. Be mindful to eat no more than what is proper for you. The most comfortable condition in your stomach is when you eat enough food to fill 60% of your stomach. It is very good for your stomach, but usually you are not satisfied with that amount of food. You will want it more. If you can stop there, you will be successful to control eating habit and become healthier." Last Monday, I cooked noodles in cold soybean soup, kongguksu, for ministers. Since I was preparing this talk, I was very cautious about the amount of noodles I should cook. Usually, I prepare some extra for someone who wants more, but that day, I precisely measured the amount, about 70% for each person. I divided the noodles for each person evenly, actually a little more for younger ministers. Do you know what happened? At that time, the noodle soup was more delicious than usual because I used quality noodles and added homemade organic soybean powder. I looked around the table. Most of them finished quickly and seemed to want more. They did not seem satisfied at the moment. But actually, that feeling shows that it's the right amount for you. Moderate amount of food is very important to attain right diet. In addition to that, a balanced diet with nutrition and taste is necessary. According to the 5 elements theory in Eastern medicine, it is recommended that people eat food with different colors and taste that helps the function of the body's organs evenly. There are 5 colors and tastes corresponding to each organ. The 5 colors are green, red, yellow, white, and black. The 5 tastes are sour, bitter, sweet, spicy, and salty. Green color and sour taste correspond to the liver. Red and bitter, the heart. Yellow and sweet, the spleen and stomach. White and spicy, the lungs. Black color and salty taste correspond to the kidneys. So we should pay attention to a harmoniously balanced diet, not eating only certain food or taste so that we can be nourished evenly. If you attend Won Dharma Center retreat, you can see how colorful food we serve during the retreat. For breakfast, we always include different colored vegetables and fruits. Just looking at various colors has an effect on your brain. Different parts of your brain become stimulated and refreshed your energy. Furthermore, food from the natural source is far more beneficial. I thank our chef Matthew. He tries to serve natural and healthy food for us. Sometimes he grows different kinds of sprout using seed or beans and use them for salad or other dishes. Very fresh, nutritious, and beautiful. It is also very nice to see we have healthy ingredients growing in the kitchen. And also I thank Douglas Won Shin, who joyfully brings fresh, well-grown vegetables from our garden at the right time. We should know that there are many other efforts before the food comes to our table. The earth, the sky, the universe, farmers, merchants, numerous living beings, and much hard work. How grateful we are. Eating mindfully in gratitude, we become connected with all the source of the food. After meal, gently massage your stomach and take a walk to help digestion. Walking lightly and slowly, at least 100 to 200 steps, would be good for digestion after meal. Today, I talked about right movement and right diet among the 5 right ways to health. I hope everyone becomes healthier and happier through this practice of moderate physical activity, proper exercise, and healthy diet. I like to conclude with Won Buddhist song of meal offering. Harmony brings together fourfold grace, blessing our every meal, our sustenance. We pray our health is good, so we may serve the world. We pray our souls will reach the highest Buddhahood. Thank you.